Hi guys, it's Sylvie. Today I'm doing a really quick eye. This is my makeup for the day. I've actually already did my brows, and right beneath my brows I did concealer. I used a concealer brush, my concealer brush. I flattened it out really well, and I used NYX concealer in a jar in CJ07. I just dabbed it in there and went right beneath the brow, right beneath it, and blended it out very well, so that it would cover the entire surface under my brow and just totally highlight it. The next step I'm going to do right now is I'm going to apply my eyeshadow. I'm applying Frosted Ocean by NYX. It's a really pretty dark blue. And this is the color. I hope you can see it very good. Okay, so I'm going to take my brush, dab it in there, tap it, get the excess off, and I'm going to come in a downward motion with it. I usually do a downward motion with my dark colors because I don't want to go like this and it's color all over the place. Coming down allows for me personally to have more control of my brush. So whatever works best for you. I'm just covering the whole lid, the whole bottom lid with the Frosted Ocean by NYX. I'm just doing a really smoky eye using blues right now. That's the look for the day. Okay. And I didn't mention before I did my brow, before I did my concealer underneath my brow, what I used was my Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. Always use it. I love it. It makes for the colors to be more vibrant. They pop. It keeps them from creasing throughout the day. It keeps them on all day. And it helps with blending. So I'm going to take my NYX in Frosted Ocean and I'm applying it to the other eye now. And I'm going in my downward motion. I'm coming right up to where my crease would start with this color. And I'm hitting right there at that area. I'm not stopping at the area. I'm actually hitting right on top of that area with it. So I'm just covering the whole area with this dark blue color. And one tip when you're applying eyeshadow, don't do this. Don't do this. When you do that, you're not going to get the look you want. You're not going to get the colors to do what you want them to do doing that. When you're applying eyeshadow, the best way to apply it is to dab it on. Dab it on because it allows you to put the correct amount that you want on there and where you want it. Less is more depending on the look. So that was my Frosted Ocean by NYX. Pretty, pretty, pretty dark blue. And right now what I'm going to use is my blending brush, Studio Basics. I call it my blending brush. It's a shading brush, but I use it a lot for blending and it works really well. So I'm going to come right at that point where my color stops and I'm just going to just brush over that part. The brush is very, very soft. This is a shading brush by Studio Basics and I'm coming right over that area with this, and this is blending it very well. As you can see, it's already a total difference between these two colors, between the two eyes. This one, how you can see how this one is much more blended and this one is real blunt. So I'm going to come with this one right there where the color stops, and I'm just coming across it all the way to the beginning of the eye, back all the way to the end. And it's just blending it in very well. Okay, so I just blended my color in, and the next color I'm going to use, I'm still using my same brush. I'm still using my same shading brush, and I'm taking my Revlon Pearl eyeshadow in Brushed Copper. It's a shimmering color. and that's the color. It's a kind of shimmery peach look to it. So I'm tapping my brush to get the access, and I'm going right here over where I added my concealer, and this is just going to give it that shimmery look that I want. It's going to add a tad bit more color up there, a tad bit more of a highlight, and right there where I blended my frosted ocean, I'm just adding this right there, and this is just really going to make it pop and look very blended and very pretty. So I'm getting a little more color, tapping my brush to get the excess off, coming right underneath my brow, right underneath it. And I'm blending right there at the beginning where I did my frosted ocean. Okay, so that's that. You can see it. I hope you can see it very well. Come in closer. The next step I'm going to do, I'm going to add eyeliner. The liner I'm using is Color Truth Cream Eyeliner by L'Oreal Hip Cosmetics. It's a really, really, really pretty blue. If you can see it, I'm praying you can. It's a really, really nice blue. I'm using natural lighting today, so bear with me. If you can't see a finished product, I'm always posting pictures. I have pictures on my Facebook, Sophistocrat, Sophistocrat, Sophistocrat. I'm on Facebook. Also, you can check me out at mysophistocrat.com, which is my webpage. You on YouTube, just type in Sophistocrat, and also on Twitter, Sophistocrat01. So right now I'm dabbing it into my eyeliner, and I'm going to come right here. I'm going to start at the middle of my eye. I don't start at the beginning because I don't want it to be too blunt. I start right there at the middle, and then I bring it down. I bring it down to the beginning. And once again, this is the Hip Cream Eyeshadow, the Color Truth Cream Eyeshadow in Midnight Blue. And I'm doing the opposite eye. I'm starting right in the center, coming out to the end, and then I'll bring it to the front, in the beginning of my eye. Okay, I'm gonna take a little more of that, just a little bit, because this is actually 24-hour liner, and it lasts. It lasts. I tried another color. I'm doing the bottom lid right now, the bottom lash line, with my Midnight Blue Color Truth eyeliner by L'Oreal Hip Cosmetics. And the color I used is a really pretty color. It was a turquoise color. Actually, it's teal. It's teal, and it lasted all day long. Um, it actually lasted so long when I went to take it off, I had trouble. But I guess it served its purpose, right? So what I'm going to do now, remember I added my Instant Age Rewind face primer by Maybelline. I added this all over my face, everywhere except my eyelids, because I added my own eyeshadow primer there. This is face primer that I added on everywhere else, just to make for a smoother application and to minimize pores. So right now, what I'm about to add is my blemish control powder. I used it in a previous video. Blemish control powder, and this is in chestnut. I got it from the beauty supply store, $4.99. So instead of foundation, I prefer this because it's blemish control. It has really, really, really good coverage. Really good coverage. Not to mention, it's very light. You can wear it on a hot day and not worry about getting sweat foundation color all over your white, or however you wanna put it. But right now, what I'm gonna do, I use a smaller powder brush and dab it in there, tap it, and I get right here in my T-zone, right underneath my eye, because the bigger brush makes for a problem for me. The bristles get all in your eye, and it's just a good thing to have a big one for all over coverage, and then a small powder brush to get those areas that you need to get where that big brush is not going to work. What I'm doing now, I'm going to put a little bit of bronzer. This bronzer is Black Radiance, the Messiah bronzer, and bronzing shimmer. So I'm just dabbing my brush. I'm going to come up. I don't want to put too much. Okay. What I'm going to use now is actually a NYX lip pencil. So since when I do dark eyes, I like to do a light lip, a nude lip. So I'm going to use my NYX lip pencil in Yogurt. And I'm going to really quick just put a little bit of lip balm on my lips before I apply anything. And then what I do is I take my pencil and I line my lip. I line my lip with it. And then, okay, I have products hiding from me right now. But the product I'm looking for is a gloss. It's a gloss, but I might have to substitute it. So right now, I added my NYX Jumbo Lip Pencil in Yogurt, and this is, for the most part, the finished look. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Please make sure you log back in, subscribe to me, and I have a lot more coming. God bless you. Thank you.